Okay, so I haven't done a video in a while and I thought I would dress up for this one. No, I'm like literally wearing pyjamas. Oh wait, you can't even see my pants. Why not? Khaki pyjama pants. Anyway, so I've seen all like, I mean everybody knows about the whole Kylie Jenner lip thing, obviously. I can't really remember when it was that I started becoming obsessed with Kylie Jenner. Like it's kind of embarrassing. It's really embarrassing. Especially when I get that she's like famous and rich, but she's 17 and I'm 21, and it's like so sad being like, I don't know, influenced by somebody 4 years younger than you, because you're like, oh, like what have I been doing these last 4 years, whatever. Anyway, she does it well, she does it good. I thought that I would just sit and talk about all of the pinky nude lip dupes that I have managed to accumulate over pretty much, I'd say it's about May last year. Maybe May last year that I started screenshotting pictures of Kylie Jenner, like, need that. Yeah, so I'll start off at the top. So the obvious, this isn't a dupe. This is, I think, the real deal. I mean, no one really like knows, do they? One minute it's Soar, the next it's Whirl, like lip liners. But people seem pretty positive about Velvet Teddy. It took ages to get hold of this because it was out of stock. But quite recently, I mean about a month ago, maybe less than a month ago, it came back in stock, and Mac emailed me because I signed up to have an email sent and it came back in stock. How sad am I? That wasn't the only thing I signed up for. I signed up for a few things. So this is Mac Velvet Teddy. Yeah, so the pinky nude. It's the pinky nude. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's an absolutely gorgeous colour. I love it. I love wearing it. But the fact is, it is £15 and it is quite hard to get hold of these days. Well, it probably will be once they sell out of the stock. I don't know if they have. I haven't looked. Another one was Whirl. So they also sold out of Whirl. Whirl is back in stock, and I thought about getting it. I don't have Whirl here. I thought about getting it, but I have kind of like accumulated so many dupes now. I did not see the point in spending my money on Whirl, even though I really wanted it. I just couldn't bring myself to it, so I got Stone instead, which is not a pinky nude, but it was another one that had been out of stock, so I got Stone instead. Yeah, so Velvet Teddy. So not technically a dupe, but if you cannot get hold of Velvet Teddy and you still want a nude from MAC, I have here Creme in Your Coffee, which is a cream sheen. It's not a matte. And I mean, they're not exactly the same, but they are extremely similar. So this is Velvet Teddy and this is Creme in Your Coffee. Velvet Teddy's a matte, Creme in Your Coffee is a cream sheen. So I mean, you can tell Creme in Your Coffee is a bit darker, and I'd say maybe a bit more pink toned, but they are, you know, quite similar colours. So yeah, if you can't get Velvet Teddy, I do like this one as well. So that's those. And now I don't know which lid was on which, and I know that's totally like anal to care, but whatever. So that's my, right, so I'll get on to the first dupe. I would say that the most expensive out of these dupes that I have is going to be this Topshop one. I mean, it's still not expensive. And this is Topshop Mink. So again, I will hold this up next to Velvet Teddy. So I'd actually say this is an extremely similar colour to Creme in Your Coffee. They literally look the same because, again, it's darker, and I'd say a bit, I want to say a bit more pinky than Velvet Teddy, but I actually think this is a bit more browny when it's actually on the lips. Yeah, and I think these, I honestly can't think off the top of my head how much Topshop lipstick is. Part of me wants to say 12, but I think they're actually about £8. But I could be wrong. I think they might be £8. Oh, I can't even remember. But yeah, so there's a comparison with Velvet Teddy again. And it's a very nice lipstick. It stays on very well. So that's that one. And then there's also, this is another dupe that people have actually been talking about. I saw this on quite a lot of blogs actually. It took me a bit to get hold of it because it was never in any of the shops, and these Maybelline ones, I think anyway, I can't remember specifically, but I think didn't have plastic wrapping around them in the shop. So when I picked it up, it was really obvious people had, you know, just taken the lid off and used it, and that really grosses me out. So I ordered it online, you know, to ensure that it was not going to have been used. So I think these are about £6. This is Maybelline Colour Drama Intense Velvet Lip Pencil in Nude Perfection. It's very nice. So again, holding them up next to each other, extremely similar colour. And yeah, this is like, I want to say over half the price. Over half the price. If it's less than £7, over half the price. This, I mean, it is a lip pencil, this one. But it's not as, I don't want to say pigmented. When you put it on, when you put a lip pencil on, obviously it tends to be quite a thick coating of colour, whereas this isn't. I kind of have to rub this in a little bit more to get like a thick coating. But it's good, and it's don't know if it's matte. It does stay on well though. So that's that. And then just I'll go on to this kind of matte lip cream. So this is a Sleek Matte Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Cream, and it's in Birthday Suit, and this is a big favourite of mine as well. It's really nice. It also took me a bit to get hold of this one as well. I had to keep going in different Boots and Superdrugs in the hope of getting hold of this. So it's a matte lip gloss lipstick kind of thing. You put it on and then it goes completely matte after like 5 minutes. Now I'd say these are the shades kind of least like each other. This is a lot more pinky, this Sleek one, but it's still, you know, a pinky nude, even though this, you know, has a bit more brown in it, Velvet Teddy. It's very nice and very cheap, so I do love that as well. And people have complimented me a lot on this as well when I've been wearing it and asking what it is. And it stays on really well. So, got 3 more left, and they're lip liners. So, I will start with the one that is most like Velvet Teddy. Now, this lip liner, I don't own Whirl, so I can't hold up Whirl and compare it. But this lip liner is, I want to say, almost exact to the colour of Velvet Teddy. When I'm wearing Velvet Teddy, this is the lip liner that I will wear underneath it. So it's a Rimmel London Exaggerate lip liner in Addiction. And it's really handy as well because it has a, you know, like a spinny, retractable thingy. So you literally just, you don't have to sharpen it. So I'm hoping you can see this. They are extremely similar colours. Again, a little bit more pink in it. I feel like they either have a little bit more pink or a little bit more brown. This has a little bit more pink in it, but it kind of looks really nice because it's a very browny pink base, and then putting on a slightly lighter, brownier, I guess, colour on top, and it creates a really nice, you know, ombre effect. There we go. It's slightly dark on the outside and light on the inside, but extremely similar colours. And I do think this is definitely a dupe for Whirl, because I think Whirl is a bit pinker. Don't quote me on that though, because I could be wrong. I have looked at many swatches of it and just never bought it. Yeah, so that's the Rimmel Exaggerate in Addiction. It's a really nice lip liner. It stays on, you know, really well, and I think it's extremely cheap. I want to say like £4. And then after that, so I've got 2 lip liners left. These aren't actually that much like Velvet Teddy at all, but they are both pinky brown nudes. So I'll start with this one, which is by Gosh. It's a lip liner and it's in, I want to say nougat, but I'm just going to go and say nougat, nougat crisp. And it is not very well sharpened. Yeah, it's a lip liner. God, you're not going to be able to fucking see it. That's the colour it's meant to be. Yeah, so it's a very pinky nude in comparison to the quite brown Velvet Teddy. But again, this is really nice. Stays on really well. I choose to wear this when I'm wanting more of a pinkish colour. So if I wanted more pinky, I would go for Gosh Nougat Crisp and the Sleek Birthday Suit. So they're slightly more pinky. In comparison to those, if I wanted, oh, and I think the Gosh one is also really cheap, less than £5. If I want to go more browny, I would go for this lip liner, which is Collection Lip Definer Lasting Colour in Cappuccino. This was recommended to me as well, and it's another retractable one. Gotta love the retractable ones. So yeah, extremely similar. I would say actually maybe more similar to the Rimmel Exaggerate one. I feel like I haven't looked at these properly. I think from wearing it though, this one was definitely more brown, because I wear it with Topshop Mink. Sorry that it's not focusing, it's because I've got my autofocus off because it makes too much noise. Yeah, extremely similar colours, Topshop Mink and Collection Cappuccino. And obviously compare again. And Velvet Teddy's lighter. So yeah. So the Collection one, I want to say about £3. I mean, Collection's cheap anyway. So it's not exactly gonna boost your bank. But yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 possible options for getting Velvet Teddy, or just generally a pinky nude. Even if that pinky nude is a bit more pink or a bit more brown, it's very similar, and you don't have to fork out 15 quid or cry because you can't get hold of it because it's out of stock. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope that it was helpful, and have a really great day. Bye. Pink nude is absolutely gorgeous. I am wearing it right now. And I love it. And I love how this smells.